All right, and here we go with our tail of the tape for our next fight. And it could just prove once again that you should never judge a book by its cover, or in this case, a fighter by his record. Both fighters each have 8 pro fights under their belts. Weston Barnes only 2 wins, while Freddy Arteaga has 5 wins. Who's going to get the win in their 9th pro fight? We are just about set to find out, so let's head back inside the cage for the official introductions with ring announcer Britt Salbert.
And now, let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out of the red corner, with a record of 2 wins against 6 defeats, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing in at 125 and 1/2 pounds. He represents Team Davis MMA from Idaho Falls, Idaho. Please welcome Weston Barnes. And fighting out of the blue corner, with a record of 4 wins against 3 defeats, standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, he weighs in at 125 and 1/2 pound, representing Combat Fitness and SBG Idaho. Please welcome little man, Freddy Arteaga. Our referee for this fight when the action begins is Mr. Scott Marker. And now, fight fans, here we go with another Downtown Throwdown!
And here we go with our second pro fight of the night. Weston Barnes, Freddy Arteaga. Is this going to be a fast, quick fight? Is it going to be over like the last one was? Or is this one going to go the distance? We're about to find out. The cage door is closed. Scott Marker, the official, checking with the judges, checking with the fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway, and here we go.
I think Weston's going to look for the takedown. Freddy's really good on the ground. But, you know, Freddy's got amazing boxing, amazing striking skills. You know, that's what I know. So I look for Weston to pepper him a little and try to look for the takedown maybe.
Both fighters kind of playing the waiting game. Maybe Freddy trying to suck Weston in a little bit. Both fighters going for a couple of punches right there. No one seems to want to really make that first move right now.
That's how every fight is. You know, it's like just, hey, who's gonna get off first? And you know, and Freddy's really good at standing in the pocket and controlling. He's, you know, kind of controlling the center of the ring, and he's going in, going out. You can kind of see that
right now.
Right.
While both fighters are dancing around each other. Freddy just kind of waiting, you know, kind of, Weston, what are you going to do with this?
Weston's got his mouth open, you know, and that's not good because he can get clipped there too.
Oh, and you said it right there. As soon as you said it, he got the clip, and he's going in hard and heavy right there. A flurry of rights and lefts, as you called it, Mitch.
Freddy needs to stay on him. He needs to stay on him. Freddy's doing really good with that jab. Really good with that jab. And you know, this is where you get into professionals. Freddy said, oh, you know, I got him. But he's not going to just rush in. He's going to just say, okay, you know, I know that timing. I'm gonna go back and pull that card again.
The left jab barely missing there by Weston. Same thing. It seems Weston kind of withstood that punch in the flurry and is able to kind of calm himself down right now. Weston
Freddy went to the body.
None of these, as if any indication right now, we're not going to see a lot of mat wrestling in this one.
No. You know, I think, you know, it looks to me, you know, that he's not going to go for the takedown. So, hey, that's exciting. You know, Freddy's pretty competent there. And, you know, Weston's hit a couple good, it looks like some lefts, you know, there was a good little glancing jab, so that's good, you know, but Weston is a little flat-footed, you know, he's throwing his punches off his heels, and you notice how Freddy's, you know, he's on the ball of his toes, so he's got more spring and he can pop in, pop out, you know.
Still, neither one of these fighters just about 2 minutes into round one.
Nice kick.
Really wanting to make a first big move. They're both kind of giving each other a little taste of what they got, but nobody seems really willing at this point to jump in both feet in, so to speak.
And it's important to point out that, you know, pro is 5 minutes, not 3 minutes like amateurs.
Got to pace yourself, definitely a lot more.
Right. So, you know, that's why Freddy's just, you know, he looks like he's waiting, and this is a good strategy, you know. He needs to circle out a little bit more, but, you know, Freddy's way better at striking than I am, so, you know, he feels comfortable there.
Another jab there connected with the bottom of Weston's jaw there from Freddy Arteaga there. Weston seems like he's building a tad bit more confidence. Could it be a false sense of confidence with Freddy kind of playing that waiting game right now?
Yeah, you know, his mouth is still open. You know, he's pushing forward and taking a lot of abuse. See, now he's like trying to say.
And the speed of Freddy, as you're seeing right there, he's trying to connect a lot of upper body, trying to go for the head with his jabs and his swings there, but not really missing the mark because Freddy's able to really duck those. A lot of good quickness there from Freddy.
Freddy did a really good right leg kick, only one. I'd like to see a little bit more, make Weston think a little bit other than just hands. And, his hands are working, so he doesn't need to, but that would really, start to open up some other opportunities for some better strikes as if he starts going downstairs a little bit and hitting that right leg kick. Or inside leg kick.
And again, a lot of feeling out going on by both of these fighters. I think they have a pretty good idea as we're a little over 3 minutes into round number 1 of this 3-round scheduled fight here. Pretty good idea that we know which one's going to do what. It's just a matter of who's going to be able to make that switch to get exactly what they want.
Right. And like I said before, Weston's a little flat-footed, which isn't as good. But you see, he's still got his mouth open. Freddy, he faked a shot there.
Takedown, but gets a right hand, and Weston is down again. Weston covering up. He could be hurting on this one. Can Freddy capitalize in this final minute 15? Couple of hard right hands here. Weston just doing what he can to survive this onslaught coming from Freddy Arteaga right now.
Freddy's doing a great job, and I think the end is near. The end is near. Scott Marker's looking over the referee, and Freddy, like I said, Freddy's going to take his time. Now remember, in Idaho, it's illegal in most places to kick in the head.
It's done. He called it. He called it. Those fights, that last left jab there that caught him on the butt of the jaw really sent Weston down. Weston unable to recover as Freddy just relentless pursuit there, keeping up the fist, the elbows, and also, and we saw this with Jesse's fight in the last main event there in his win over Evan Kane Shiro. He had a lot of hands going in, elbows, as you can see the barrage going here, but switched up and went to the body, went more down to the gut to loosen him up. How smart is that to be able to switch that up?
Oh yeah, that's classic striking. That's what good strikers do. And like I said, Freddy was really patient. He did all the right moves. He didn't wade in there and get caught in a submission or anything like that.
Now, you saw that right jab. Weston didn't seem too affected by that, but it was a couple steps later where he seemed to kind of collapse to the ground. Was that maybe an after effect of the punch, or was that some of that flat-footedness coming you were talking about?
No, I think, he was braced against the cage, so you didn't see the full effect. He took a few more steps, and then kind of that computer kicked in or blacked out, actually. So, so then you really see it, and, it usually takes, like I was saying earlier in the fight, the more in shape the guy is, the quicker he can recover from, I call those like little flash knockouts, the quicker that he can recover and compose himself. But if you're not used to taking those shots or you're less in shape, then you'll just get, sandbagged. So you could tell he had taken a punch, but it's just accumulatively he just couldn't weather the storm.
And you gotta hand it to the mentality of that fight right there. A lot of times they were, instead of just rushing in there, as we saw some of the amateur fights, a couple of guys just come rushing in and just have that flurry of hands coming left and right. But both of these guys taking their time to really step back and kind of feel each other out.
Yeah, and like I said, that's indicative of a pro match. That's what pros do, is they wait.
All right, and again, this one is academic as well, but let's head back inside of the cage for the official announcement with Britt Talbert.
All right, fight fans, here we go. We have a victor. At 4:10 of the first, a verbal tap due to strikes improves our winner's record to 5 wins against only 3 defeats. How about it for Lil Man, Freddy Arteaga! Freddy now's going to get a nice strike back from our friends at bodybuilding.com, and he's going to get an interview with me if we can have just a minute here with you, Freddy. You come from a big fight family here in the Valley, no question about it. You get a lot of your fans and family and friends out here. What does it mean to be able to come out to an event like this and fight in front of the hometown in the Valley?
It means a lot. It's been a year since I've even fought because I broke my hand. So this means everything to me. I appreciate Boise, Burley, everybody that came out.
What's next for you there, Freddie? What's going on next?
I want to stay active. I want to fight right away. I know these guys are planning another show in May, but we'll see what happens.
Your sister obviously fights. Who else fights in your family?
It's just us two for now. But we grew up.
Wait, for now. So there's more coming?
No, there's not. But well, I have a little baby trophy. She might be a fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for a little man, Freddy Arteaga, our winner here tonight and again.